You know, the conference came about because of this mural. In hindsight, when we did the mural, we had 4 different animals that we were trying to pick from Robert Bateman's painting. If I can remember, one was a wolf, an eagle, a lynx, and a moose, and we ended up choosing the wolf for different reasons. And when that wolf was painted on that wall, over the next year was like the floodgates opened up. There was so much interest, and we had so many people tell us wolves are cool and we love wolves. And as we started to do research, because there's all kinds of wolves in northern Manitoba, not really in the north, nobody pays much attention to them because they're hiding in the bush, in the forest. You don't see them. Well, most places, and this is, you know, I knew a little about this, but most places around the world, in the United States, in Mexico, in France, and Sweden, wolves, because they're predators, they sometimes eat the same things, and if there's cattle ranchers or sheep farmers or reindeer ranchers, of course that's what wolves do. They're carnivores, like lions in the jungle or sharks in the ocean. So wolves have always been controversial for that reason. A lot of places they tried to exterminate them, and it's created issues in the United States and other parts. Well, in northern Manitoba, we don't have cattle ranchers or sheep farmers or whatever, so wolves have never been a problem in the north. And people, you know, trappers trap them, but they harvest them and they manage them properly. So wolves have always been roaming, and they prey whatever they do at caribou and moose and deer and so on. So when all this started to happen and we began to learn about this, we realized that wolves in northern Manitoba could be seen as an asset instead of a liability. That if we looked at them like polar bears, they're unique, they're very intelligent animals. A pack is basically mom and dad and the kids, and they train each other how to hunt as they collectively work together. And there's a lot of smart stuff about wolves, and if they're not in a controversial area, most people who live in big cities have never seen a live wolf in their life. There's all kinds of good news, bad stories about Little Red Riding Hood, which is myths and so on, that there's a whole aspect of wolves that most people don't even understand. So we started doing a wolf rock face. We started doing wolf statues as part of a GPS wolf hunt. We started working together with Churchill, because everybody knows Churchill is the polar bear capital of the world. So anybody going to Churchill as a scientist or a tourist, whether they're interested in beluga whales or in polar bears, obviously would be interested in wolves. So little by little, we started putting ideas together how to make wolves, an asset, sort of, in speaking in terms of a liability. And we now presented a discussion paper to the province of Manitoba to create a wolf economy. And the next step is what's happening on October 23rd, 24th in Thompson. We're hosting the first International Wolf and Carnivore Conference. We have some of the top-rated wolf experts and biologists from around the world coming here. Dr. David Mead from the University of Minneapolis, Marco Musiani from the University of Calgary, Dr. Paul Paquette, who's from the University of Saskatchewan, Dr. Nikita Ovi-Stanikov from the Russian Academy of Sciences. All these people have learned and studied wildlife, including wolves, their whole lives. And they will be here as keynote speakers. And we are already getting registrations coming in from, I think, Finland, France, Japan, Canada, United States. So this is going to be a very, very interesting conference in Thompson.
Okay, and how do you...
All the information about signing up, there's a handout brochure we have, but everybody can find the information and the registration form on it, which is thompsonspiritway.ca. That's all one word, thompsonspiritway.ca, and all the information is on there. There'll be basically, it's like a working session. There'll be 2 days of seminars, and it's broken up into 4 different themes. They're all explained on the website. One is in terms of wolf management. One is in terms of polar bears and what goes on in Churchill. Another one is we're working with University College of the North, which right now in Thompson, of course, the province of Manitoba is building this state-of-the-art $80 million new campus. And we've been discussing this with their senior management over the next couple of years as the campus opens, to create a center for wolf excellence. This would be an accredited university research and tourism center. We don't know yet how that will happen, but at the conference there will be discussions about what are the criteria to develop a wolf center of excellence. So we'll have Thompson as the wolf capital, with University College of the North as a wolf center of excellence, and hopefully down the road Manitoba could become a world leader in wolf management. Yeah, we're limited by the space that we have. We probably won't be able to get more than about 100 people into the space, and we think if we get around 80, that's a comfortable group. It's going to be a very small conference, But we felt it was important for us to have a successful small conference before, as opposed to trying, you know, one that has 500 people and only half show up, something like that. Because in the United States, they have hosted a number of carnivore conferences. Because in the United States, wolves and grizzly bears and animals like that are very controversial because they are now, you know, conflict with suburbs and other areas. So we felt we would rather have a small one. We'll bring in the experts and look at all the policies and procedures and even the business and tourism opportunities that can come from this. And it puts Thompson on the map in a different way. It puts Thompson on the map as a research and science center for wildlife, as opposed to how Thompson started 50 years ago as a mining community.